There we go. Now we're alive. Look at that. We are live. Live with me and Lady Cat Marie over there.
Hey everyone, I'm trying to upload you guys a video on my TikTok so that you can watch it. It's from a thing we did the other night. What do you call that?
The
A hunt in a cemetery.
the
And
cemetery hunt. Yes, and I got information. I don't know if y'all caught that message. What was that? Yesterday, the day before, I put out there about the grave with the rock on it, which I didn't notice. The grave with the rock on it when you go in the entrance there. She said it was on the left, I think, and it has a story with it.
sorry, y'all, I was uploading this video.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and share this video as a way for people. Hopefully, people will come on. I don't know.
I'm sure they will.
Here we go.
And if you guys want to, please go follow me on TikTok at Normal Alabama Catherine Marie.
Yeah.
I believe John's joining us tonight. Hey, John,
That's
are you out
good.
there? Let me go. Oh, let's see. Comments. I made it disappear instead of there. Okay. I'm on a different version than I am. Where is Playful Brain and everybody?
I don't know.
Maybe we should share it.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do right here. If I can get over here to the video.
You'll give us just a second. We'll get it shared. Hello,
Oh, looks like somebody's watching there. So,
whoever's watching.
hello. Some people are starting to roll in.
Start to roll in. We'll wait a couple minutes for you guys.
Yeah, we are starting to roll in.
Start to roll in.
Oh, sorry for the feedback there.
I was going to say, is that me?
that when I pulled up my video to share, started playing the delayed live feed there.
Let's see.
It was our doppelganger rangers over there. Oh, we got several people that flooded in. Hello to everybody.
Hello. It's me, Catherine Marie, and Kevin Cain. And Dr. Kelsey is sacked out on us tonight. He's not feeling real well. But we're going to have an exciting show tonight. I hope that our ghost friends will speak with us in some sort of way.
Yeah.
And we are trying to share this everywhere. If you guys out there will please share for us,
Yes.
we would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to find the live now from Abnormal Alabama.
Facebook here. I gave the video a title as well, so
Thank you. I just put 9/20/22. Thank
yeah.
you. I just I don't get. Yeah, I just put 9/20/22. Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to give the feedback. I did don't get to do this in much.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to do it all the time, but it's changed a lot since I did it a long time ago. I'm trying to get used to it.
So here we go. Got this in here now. And I got a couple of dolls I got a few months ago here. And probably saw the video of Mr. Jack in the Box is here now, but I haven't tested him yet. So in fact, I'm going to show that off in a minute. I'm just doing the last share here for. There we go. And now we can show off Mr. Jack in the Box. I've been wanting one of these old ones like this. This one's not one that cranks. This was more vintage than antique. They started doing it where you just opened it. And voila.
Oh, I like when you have to.
Yeah,
I can't remember the tune.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe this was before the crank ones. I don't know. because it looks old on the inside here. It looks really old. So maybe this is, I don't know. Were they always crank? I don't know.
I've never seen one like that you just opened unless it was broke.
That's weird. Your camera just for a couple of seconds went out of focus.
Yeah.
That was weird. But we got, hey, where'd everybody go? Why I see a 0 up there?
I'm showing some.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
shared. I was sharing as well. But I got these here ladies. I wasn't sure about putting the REM pod out here because I don't know if it would scare them or not. But I've got these two twins here, these sisters, I like to call them.
Hey,
that
girls.
that came. I want to say they came with a Raggedy Ann doll over there, but I went to look at the paper. I thought she put their information on it, and there's nothing there. So I don't know. I know they're sisters, but I don't know. I don't have their names on me. So maybe they'll just tell us their
Okay.
names.
Anne and Claire.
Anne and Claire, is that what you're getting?
That's what I don't know. I don't know if it's a memory jogged or what.
I like their little hats there.
Those are cute.
Their
Keeps the
little
sun
wood.
off of them.
They've got wooden. Well, no, these are porcelain here. But the shoes are painted on, or maybe that is wood. I've got another one just like this that I got at the Chelsea Antique Mall, and it felt like the legs were wooden. The shoes are painted on. I know that. This might be glass. I think this is glass.
Where did you get these girls?
These came as a surprise. I think they came with Raggedy Ann over there, but I can't remember. So I got a couple of dolls.
We have sister Raggedy Ann dolls.
Yeah.
And I can't reach my camera. I turn it over. I've got a few more dolls on this other side of to my right too.
Yeah.
You can see one of them. She's right here. That's my porcelain. She has no legs. She has a bilateral amputee.
No legs. Oh no.
She doesn't. She didn't come with legs. I mean, she's just a head, arms, and a body. But that's the way she. I mean, that's the way she was crafted.
Well, that's really neat. Well, I'm gonna try. We'll try Ghost Box Spirit, and I also download the Ghost Tube Spirit thing. I also downloaded that Ghost Tube SLS as little stick figures that you were showing off.
That was Mariah that did that.
Oh, okay.
We were using hers for the stick figures.
Oh, okay.
But your hallway is going to have something in it tonight.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel it.
You feel it? Oh no, she feels it. Let's see here. I'm gonna turn it in. Now I got the right Ghost Tube here. There we go. And I'm gonna make sure this is turned up. All right, girls.
I'm gonna get mine on here too, so I can get.
All righty, my two girls here. The cutest hairstyle. Welcome to our show here. That you straightened up there. A little commercial jingle came through there. Burn it. A voice just said burn it on my box. Who is that, and what do you want me to burn?
Mary.
Was that Mary I heard on your end?
I think it said buried.
Buried, okay.
Look, I'm gonna go to my other one.
Well, girls, I have this flat looking box here next to you that is turned on. You get a little bit of static. If you speak close to it, I can hear your voice. And also, we've got this ball here, which We got this ball. If you touch it, it lights up real pretty like that. He said, burn it again. Let's burn it. Who is that speaking about burning it? Ed?
No, the bed.
Bed? I thought I just heard Ed. People. Well, right now, I'd just love to know the names of the two little girls here. Tell us your names. You have to come close. You have to come close here. I heard a little far off voice. Heard help you. If there's a spirit there that can help them speak through it, show them what to do. Catherine heard that your names are, did you say Mary and Claire?
Anne and Claire.
Anne and Claire. Are your names Anne and Claire?
They may be that.
It's fun. Did you girls see? I just. Uh-oh.
Kevin, what's flashing?
Yeah.
Is something flashing?
Oh.
Okay. It's just, I see it's just that light off that. I just wanted to see what that was.
That excuse. Are you?
Mine said they can. And what did yours say?
It sounded like it said no pun intended.
Do you see my Raggedy Ann doll? Did you just see my camera?
Yeah, that's 2 or 3 times it's done that.
I think that.
Detroit.
I think that Detroit.
Is that every time I talk, it starts talking. It's like we've got Kelsey as a ghost box.
I've got mine on over here, and Kevin's got his on over there. You think that what? You think that Detroit what? Discord over the rich.
That was bell out or doll out. I turned my volume on my computer up. I forgot to do that. Oh, it is up. No, there it is. Now, maybe y'all can hear me better. I don't know.
Did you girls see my funny costume? No. It's a puppy.
Oh. I'm sorry I misplaced the paper that your spirit mama sent with your names on it. Are you girls from Detroit? Is that why we keep hearing that?
Talk with them.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Carmen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Ann and Claire?
It was basically.
Basically.
Harmon.
Are you two sisters?
Okay.
Absolutely. How old are you?
You used to write about?
Yeah, let's think.
Are you little girls or are you grown women?
We
Definitive.
every week.
I didn't quite make that out. Something about week. Well, which one's definitive? Are you little girls or are you women? I don't know. I don't know what that said. That was a deep voice. You see the way that it's kind of flashing over here? That's the camera. For some reason, it flashes in the dim light.
Are you girls twins?
That was okay. I heard Marie and something else.
It was similar.
Similar? Maybe Mary? Nickname of it.
I'm gonna play with this ball and see if it'll light up. I may have to get the new one out because this one's. Oh, there it goes. I'm gonna set this here on y'all, and I'm gonna get a better ball out here. I'm gonna try to move this because I can figure out there it is where I put it. Alrighty.
I keep meaning to order one and I forget.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like when? I know. I'll order one soon, okay?
Yeah. I got this new ball that has not been used yet.
It was laughing at me. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't. I bumped the camera. I didn't hear it. It sounded like a deep voice.
Probably worse than.
Alrighty. Oh, I'll turn it off. There we go. Brand new ball. So that might make it easier. See? Now you have to do is touch it. And it'll go off. I keep thinking about a hotel, but that may be those spirits we talked to last week. Did you girls live in a hotel or what is the hotel about?
It had a moat.
A moat? What, is it a big mansion that's an inn?
They always call them.
Always called them.
It keeps happening.
So you're the voice you just had sounded like the one I had. It's like it's jumping back and forth. And there goes your camera again.
Is it when I move?
I don't know. Sometimes she's done it when you haven't moved. When you're just sitting there. It's like if somebody walks by in front of it and it goes out of focus.
Yeah. This costume's hot, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-oh. She's gonna melt.
It's hard for a sheep to be in wolf's clothing.
Well, girls, we'd love to hear
That's
from
adoption.
you. Adoption? Were you adopted?
In the video.
Louise?
Is Louise your stepmother? Anna?
Oh, maybe Anna is her name and not Anne.
Oh.
Because she said earlier it was something similar.
Oh. So your name is Anne?
I couldn't understand that one.
Uh-uh.
The people.
The people.
Administrators.
Strange. So where are you girls from? Like what state?
Relation.
Relation?
But small, but
Small? Is it a small town?
little.
The councilman.
Mine said little and yours said councilman. Was it a little councilman?
Haven't the
Well, these little girls here are spirited. If somebody's with these dolls, please light up this ball here.
I'm getting African American or brown skinned people that these dolls belong to.
Huh.
But
Are you African American?
I feel like they were taken from their mother and put in with an older woman. I'm not sure if it's a grandmother.
It said daughters. I didn't hear the rest of it. Anna again.
And the grandmother loved them very much, or the older lady. I don't know if it's grandmother or not. I don't want to be 100% there, but it wasn't. They weren't with them. They took them from their mother.
What was your grandmother's name?
That that sounded like it said the same thing on my end and your end at the same exact time.
I didn't understand what it said.
I couldn't understand it because it was echoing. Is the grandmother with you, the older lady? That sounded like an older lady. Can you speak into the box? Who's that individual? That's Kevin.
My name's Kevin. Hi. What is your name? Yeah, my name's Kevin. What's your
Catherine.
American.
You're American?
Maybe he couldn't get African American out. Or maybe it's just saying I'm an American.
I have another doll in there with a little African American girl. I'm gonna put. There we go. I'm letting Shirley be my camera. My little Shirley doll here is being my camera girl. And I think I'm gonna break out the dowsing rods.
33.
33. Now, let's see if I can
I
get.
feel like these little girls are brown girls. And these dolls were gifts to them at one point in time.
Brown girls. Are you Mexican?
I'm talking about what we would call African American people.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So it's
but they're
I see you're interested in these rods because they're moving a little. You just cross them like that if you want to say yes, like I just did, or spread them apart if you want to say no.
and you're using your thumbs right there.
Huh?
You were using your thumbs to make them spread apart and together.
Oh, I don't know. I was just moving my hands to do it because I guess you can. Yeah, I could have just done my thumbs. And I'm gonna hold my hand still. The voice said, "Let me grab one."
Flexing it. Okay,
Man.
can you show us no?
Yeah, how do we do no? Like I told you, have to spread them apart. There they go. I'm going a little bit. There you go. Can you bring them back together now? And bring the rods back together. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Okay, now, are you little girls? We're slowly crossing them. There you go. Are you hey, can you uncross them? There you go. All right. Are you between 5 and 10? Are you between 10 and 15? There we go.
In me.
So they're between 10 and 15. Okay, can you straighten those back out?
I can't have the gruesome scenes. Okay, go on to the next one.
Do what?
They were showing me a gruesome scene, and I can't do those.
Oh, okay. Something bad happened to them?
Yes.
Oh, now they're swaying the. Oh, gosh, yeah.
So it's
She's moving this rod here. This rod.
this is about the 40s, 50s, some between the 20s. Okay, 30s.
I don't know if it's
33. 33, between 33 and
okay. Now the rods are crossing for yes.
okay. 33. You said 33 earlier, and that is the year. Okay. All right.
Know if these dolls, I don't think they're quite that old. I don't know if they actually owned them in life or not. Oh, they crossed yes there. So
Is there something inside your dolls? Are these dolls replicas of your dolls or something?
Are these replicas of your dolls? Yes.
Were these your grandchildren's dolls, possibly? Or your great grandchildren? States assumed. Okay. Okay. These dolls have some kind of significance. Their grandchildren have them.
Okay, it says yes on the rods.
Okay.
I thought about doing something interesting here with these rods. You see online how they'll people do TikToks where they say which kid is the brainiest, which kid is the smartest, and for yes, they dunk their head, or whichever they pick, they dunk their head in water. Let's do kind of like that. How about I'm going to ask some questions about you girls and just point the rods to the one that sounds the best answer. Which one of you is the youngest? Oh, look, it's up. It's swinging to the one on the left there. Good. I thought about this a few weeks ago. Has anybody ever tried doing this with the rods besides the yes and no?
Which one of you is Claire?
Yeah, which one of you is Claire? Okay, it's pointing to the right.
It said to the right.
Which one of you is the feistiest? It's pointing to the left. And which one is which one would you say is the smartest? I got a feeling they're going to start fighting over these rods here in a minute. I was pointing to is that Claire?
Yes.
And which one of you likes to eat the most? I had a feeling it was going to go.
What it sounded like that. She said that darn hussy.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're straight now. Which one of you loves animals? And if it's both of you, you can point one to each. Tristine, is that what that said? Okay, it's pointing to the young one over here. I guess is Anna.
These ladies died rather old. I mean, these girls died rather old. But
Well, let's do it.
And they possibly bought these dolls for their grandchildren. Does that make sense? But they're kids, but they're about the same age. And
In me.
Yeah, the voice said in me. Are your grandchildren still alive? No, it's not moving now. It's possible they're not sure. You said Detroit earlier. Let's do the yes or no. Did you live in Detroit?
until the what?
It's confidence, yes.
Target exploded. At home, you're.
That's a yes.
Yeah, they crossed for yes when I asked about Detroit. Well, now they're swaying. All right, you want to do the game about which one? Okay. Which one of you likes to cook? I know which one likes to eat, but which one likes to cook? The younger sister? Okay. So she likes to cook and eat, huh? Yeah.
We all like turkey dinners.
Turkey dinners.
Thanksgiving.
I had roasted turkey today at the Metro Diner. And it had dressing and cranberry sauce, all that. I thought it was Thanksgiving Day for a minute there.
That does sound good, like a good dinner.
Uh-huh. Yeah, look, they're saying yes.
Where is that what you were trying to tell me? Was you had a good Thanksgiving dinners? Are you sitting around the table?
Yeah, it says yes.
I've got my eyes closed. I cannot see anything Kevin's doing.
Exploded.
Something exploded in the oven.
I was gonna say, did you eat until you exploded or something? Well, they're saying yes to that too.
It's kind of like it looks like pictures and different things running through my head, and sometimes I'm hearing part of the story, and sometimes I'm seeing part of the story, and I have to put those two together to make it come out my mouth, and it's a lot of work. It's very tiring. And Kevin over there sees a lot of it too.
Yeah. Which one of you got married first? That'd be an interesting question. Of course, the oldest one, Claire. All right.
One of you's an artist. Which one is it?
Yeah, which one's the artist?
And that could be writing or anything.
Let's go into Claire.
Was Claire the mama hen? My phone just was right.
Crossing for yes.
And little Anna was the little one that was mischievous, but a good girl. Not, but just a little mischievous.
It's crossing for yes.
Younger childhood days were not that great, but please don't show me those pictures. I can handle the words. I just can't handle the pictures. But they lived a good life. Their mama did have to leave them for what she did, but she was protecting them.
As you were talking, one of these doors rattled, and I'm not sure. It's like somebody grabbed the knob and just broke it. Okay, I just bumped the cat ball, so that was me.
Okay, I'm sorry, Kevin. They're just coming so fast.
Let me check these doors.
Firefighters. Ashiko and
Both of them. I'm getting a lot of things over here. Both of them what?
Okay, there's nobody at the doors. But I thought maybe Maddie was just banging against, but she's in there asleep across the room in there.
Well, they were very active as you were getting up, moving, going to check on the doors.
Oh.
That got a little scary for a minute because there was somebody that wasn't supposed to be here, and they need to leave.
Okay, anybody that doesn't belong here, you need to leave.
It's the girl's father, but he needs to leave.
Okay, then. In the name of Christ, I tell you to leave.
He's too weak.
Too weak?
Yeah, he's done all he can do. That's a lot of work. He can't come back.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, we got some comments as we're out here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Hello, Galaxy Princess
that's
Gaming Channel.
Princess Gaming Channel. Hi.
I don't care.
Oh, this said I don't care. That man's voice. Well, we don't care if you don't care.
Ha, go away. You're too weak to, and we don't need you here. Bye. See ya. Let's go back to the happy times. Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot off these girls tonight.
It's me.
All right, this thing is swinging, y'all. It's okay. You don't have to be upset. Here we go. Oh, yeah, they are swinging those rods. Okay, there we go. I was just thinking about cornbread. Did you have cornbread with? Ooh, that was a quick cross. Uh-oh, they're swinging.
Somebody else is.
You got Catherine laughing over there.
I mean that. You mean what?
They were.
Yeah, these rods are just kind of swinging.
They were amazing. Mine said they were, and yours said amazing.
Hmm. Well, all right. So you had cornbread with your Thanksgiving dinner? Yeah, they're answering quick now.
Were the veggies from your garden?
That's a yes. They know how to use these rods now. They are swinging them. Are you having fun with these rods? Yeah, you're answering yes before I can even get the question out.
Okay, another good time. Come on, need a good time.
Any good Christmas times? Did you like Christmas? Whoa. They crossed yes, but the loud voice said something kind of mean sounding. Somebody didn't like you to be happy, did they? That's a yes.
But you got a new dress one Christmas, right? That's a big present for back then.
Are you pointing behind me? The rod shot around there.
Go away.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Did I hear your box say exactly?
Yes.
Somebody's agreeing.
They're they're switching from grown, like they're switching through their childhood, like I'm reliving their memories of their childhood, and they'll switch back over to being adults, and as like they're telling me the story, and they're like, okay, we're back to a happy time. All right, they're sitting together, they're sitting on a bench together somewhere.
In me.
The light.
Okay, I got. You can feel it in me, and then there was a giggle.
Red.
They're much all they're dressed up for something. I don't know.
Is it for Easter Sunday?
It possibly could be.
They're crossing for yes.
I see the happy times go away. I'm seeing them watching little children, like very, very dressy children.
Is it an Easter egg hunt?
Possibly.
It said yes on the rods.
Okay.
Are
Little
you
nice wicker baskets, and like they struggled when they were younger, but they wound up living a good life. That's what they keep saying.
Yeah.
In the end, it was a good life.
Yeah, I'm seeing happy adult women right now.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
what I'm seeing. I'm seeing them sitting on a bench. They're like maybe looking at some maybe a sofa. It's very serene, and they're like maybe possibly looking through photos or something.
When
You were crying. Yeah, you were happy crying. You wept. I like when the happy times are there.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
So do you like going to church? I think I know the answer already yet. That's a yes.
when have you taught Bible school?
Oh. Yes, there's a yes.
Can you point to which one have you taught Bible school?
Miss Point and Claire. That's what I was thinking when you were asking. She's the one that's kind of up front more with me and smiling. And I figured out she was swinging that right rod around toward my arm to pat my arm, not to point. It's like, you're doing a good job. That she did it again. She said, you're doing a good job. These are very sweet ladies. And I'm very happy you're here. Yeah, the voice said that was a good voice.
Now, Kevin, these two particular spirits, because they're so connected, and they have so many memories and stuff together, they're so much stronger because they're together.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's the reason they're able to fight off the father figure.
They're answering yes, and they're really excited. I think they're excited that somebody's listening to them now that understands them. They're showing happiness on these rods. They're just kind of like last week's couple that got real happy, the ones with the baby.
I know.
I remember. I think the note that came with them said, "Be sure to keep them together." So,
Oh, they got to stay together because they've been together forever.
yeah, there's a yes on the rods.
They're best friends. They complement each other, but they're two different people.
Yeah.
One Claire's more rigid, and Anna's more relaxed. Hit the nail on the head. I don't know the saying.
The nail on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounded like one of those game show. You're correct chimes coming through the. I thought I was seeing Claire smiling. I didn't know she was rigid.
She's still a happy person.
Yeah,
she's just more organized and more
yeah.
polished, and Anna's more relaxed and laid back. And
yeah, so she said you're from Detroit, and I'm thinking you lived at least through the 60s and 70s. If you lived a long time, do you remember Les Gold? And there's a yes. Everybody don't know, Les Gold was a well-known pawnbroker in Detroit. He was on a TV show, Hardcore Pawn.
said a Protestant.
Protestant. That telling you about their church?
We're going back to the happy Easter egg hunt. Okay.
Oh, okay. We can stay there. I was just giving y'all some interesting questions.
You got some interesting questions? Oh, ask them.
Oh no, I don't want to take away from the Easter egg
Because it may trigger their.
Yeah, they're swaying the rods like, ask anything. Okay. Gosh. Okay, was your church was it like a Baptist church? There's a yes.
Was it a white brick building?
It's kind of going, there it goes. It's going to a yes. Slowing down a little bit here. They're using up a lot of energy. Yeah.
Like I said, they're stronger together. They get tired. They have to rest a minute.
Yeah.
They have to recharge. Just like we have to recharge. So I'm going to get another sip of my drink.
All right.
Relax for a minute.
All right, I'm going to put my rods down.
Relax. Get back in your zone. All right, girls. There's the cat ball. There's the speaker boxes. Is there anybody else with the girls that's friendly?
Two, because
Are you their husbands? Show me a sign.
there's some feedback. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. I was about to say there's some feedback, kind of a little bit of a squeal on my computer.
No doubt.
No doubt. Battery?
Is that faster? Oh my.
Gosh, a lot of voices coming through.
Are you the first two? Are you Ann and Claire's daughters?
I'm going to move this cat ball up, so if y'all want to light it up, remember you just tap it like that, and it'll be nice and pretty.
Where's the one that the batteries are dead in?
That's over here on the side.
See if it'll go off again. Okay.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
Put it over here on Anna's lap. I just don't know if it'll go off.
It's the show.
This is the show.
Yeah, this is the show. Oh.
We usually have good luck with that cat ball. Don't be afraid to move it. All you gotta do is touch it, tap it.
Feel free to tap the balls if you want to. Like
Okay. They may not tap the balls because they remind them of police lights.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
They will be fun.
Okay.
I know why mom and dad went away. I now know why mom and dad went away.
Okay.
Okay. They went to jail. Mom and dad went to jail, but it was a racist thing, and we're not going to go into that.
Okay.
They don't want to talk about that.
We won't talk about that.
Your grandchildren grew up together for a long time, didn't they? Together, and one of them had to move away. I'm not sure if this is your great grandchildren or your grandchildren, but you got the dolls for them. Y'all both found the dolls and saved up and got them for them.
Use the term, but
Use the term.
I was just thinking, or this, I mentioned a pawn shop earlier. Was it from a pawn shop you got the dolls from? There's a child's voice.
They bought yes, I know you bought them. They bought them from the lady they worked for.
Ah,
Thank you for catching me.
that's say absolutely.
That's what I think it said. Okay. I'm seeing them buy the dolls and they give them to their grandchildren and said they would always be together. Women, yeah. They would always.
Berry.com.
They live so.
Peace.
I'm seeing like one of them possibly had to move. Like the dad or something was in the military.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, Kevin?
I just happened to notice the card the lady sent with them. She doesn't give their name. She just says, I added Walda doll sisters. Now, Walda, I think, is the type of, I think that's what they call these dolls, the brand name. So,
The grandmother did extra chores for these dolls and did a lot of work for these dolls.
and if I'm remembering, I think these are kind of replicas of an older type of doll.
Here's out.
Are you getting tired out yet, or should we continue with the?
Well, I'm seeing how these dolls.
Okay.
We were talking about replicas. I'm sorry. Are you guys still here? There were two men earlier that were here with you. Can you guys talk to us? Kevin, they want you to ask them questions. I'm a female.
Oh, okay. Well, my name's Kevin. Can you tell me your names?
Ronald?
Was that Ronald? Are you from Detroit as well?
Pocket?
7 years.
7 years.
Family throughout.
Family throughout.
All
All of. Trying to say a sentence there. You had family throughout all of. You had family throughout all of Detroit.
Store.
Long story.
Long story. Okay.
morning.
Morning.
But it's
So that's another one of those. Don't want to talk. Don't care to talk about that.
You got to slow the pictures down. I know that sounds crazy, but you got to slow it down sometimes. We're fast forwarding, it feels like. That's the best way I can describe it.
So anybody that's see, we're at just after 8 o'clock. Anybody tuning in now? Catherine's getting images from the spirits with these dolls. They've been communicating the last almost an hour.
Was there an airport?
There was a
Political thing.
I've got
Airport. A political plane? What year?
in the car. Even
Eve. I've got 15% left on my phone batteries.
Yeah, mine's getting low too. I've got it plugged in. It's been charging this whole time. And it was almost. Are you working off my phone and Kevin's phone?
listen.
They're scared they're going to drain your battery, Kevin. Mine's plugged in. You can use mine.
Okay, that just sounded like my voice coming through my spirit box. That's creepy.
You haven't said anything in a while. That is creepy. There's a lot of spirits in line. These are very respectful people. Very respectful people. Thank you.
There's no time, it says.
I know there's no time. I will try to dedicate more time. For that, Kevin, you got a lot of spirits in your house, and there's a lot of spirits here. All the different voices. Very good. I can't quite understand them. There's a young guy. He's got blonde hair, blue eyes. He's like in a motocross outfit. And possibly between 12 and 14. He's trying to get through possibly hit his head. He's good. He's riding bikes. I see it. It's a black outfit with red and got white, and it's got mud all over it because he's been riding. Okay, I got it. You're good. That's all we're giving. Okay, next. It's a persistent little kid.
Uh,
You know how 12 and 14-year-olds are.
yeah.
I'll tell them you love them too.
So his boy said, "You're on."
I have no earthly idea. This is just them coming through, and we're good. Okay, thank you. Sorry, one wanted to tell me a story, but they were embarrassed. And they would come back later, but they thanked me. Good. All right. We have a young lady. Bridget. About the 1950s, 1960s, I see a short yellow dress with lace trim on it. And fluffy white socks and white shoes. She's going to see the Easter Bunny. Okay, Kevin, the ones that are trying to come through. Knew that the Easter story made me happy from the girls. And so they thought, and it also made you light up, and they could feel you, that they're sending me all these Easter stories. And they said, you really enjoy Easter. What's your favorite part of Easter? Kevin, what's your favorite part of Easter?
Oh, me? I thought you were asking the spirit. I was staying quiet.
Hey, Kevin.
Gosh, I guess Easter dinner. When I was a kid, I'd say Easter baskets, but I guess now Easter dinner.
Easter dinner.
But
it's all your family sitting around?
Well, yeah, but the spiritual part, of course, is, just a reminder of what Jesus did for me. And well, for all of us. So even though that's not exactly when it happened, but it's kind of when we chose to recognize it.
And I look at it on the other side of it's a spiritual, a new birth of spring, and a rising of the coming of the rain and the rising of the flowers. That type of situation also.
Yeah.
Everything's that everybody that's in line right now loves Easter, and they all know they can't talk.
Two voices at the same time said crystal, which is almost like they're saying crystal clear or something, There's a boy and a girl voice said crystal.
Oh, all the rain, all the snow melts and the rain. And you get to play in the spring, in the springtime.
Yeah.
You get to play in the springtime. That was hard to say.
The voice said more times.
More times. I eat.
I eat. It's
I want some spaghetti. It's funny. I believe that cravings that you do get, especially if it's something you normally don't eat, and I really do believe that's the spirit saying, "Please feed me that."
I know it.
I know it is. Thanks. See, I just proved my hypothesis right there. That spoke off of yours.
Yeah. I think it said certainly.
It's funny. I can have conversations with their pictures in my head, because once you see a picture and they're flashing, so imagine muting your TV and
Yeah.
having it on fast forward, and there's no sound, but it's just going. Blah, blah, blah. It's like you got to slow down sometimes,
Yeah.
But that's what I can relate it to you guys, is what it feels like to me that happens. And sometimes they'll slow down over certain parts and it'll come through real clear. And then the reason I have my spirit box, I don't know why mine's not gone off in a long time, and Kevin's spirit box on, is because it can go between Kevin and I both, because two is stronger than an individual spirit with one thing.
A little girl just said traffic light through the box. I don't know what that.
Does it look like a traffic light? Or you wish you could could have controlled the traffic lights?
Immediately.
There's always a pothole at the traffic lights.
I'm down to 11% on story. Everybody's talking.
Moderate. Falling on. If you catch them.
If you catch them. Are you talking about the potholes?
Yes, for
We still have potholes. That has not been solved to this day.
No.
shall we? I didn't.
There was Mary again.
It's called.
What did it say?
Sound like it said what's called
Is
is. I'm down to 11% on my phone.
My phone isn't plugged in. You can use my phone. I think they're draining it pretty good here.
Yeah. So whatever.
Okay, guys. I think we're going to end this session. I'm getting tired too, and
Yeah.
Kevin's probably getting tired. So let's talk about let's shut it down and talk about the books.
All right, I'm going to turn this box off. Any spirits that don't belong, you need to go back to where you. That said, awesome. Go back to where you came from, and all spirits back away. I'm going to count down from 5 to give you time to back away. I'm going to turn this off. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Goodbye. It said nice at the end there. Nice.
Okay, that meant for you guys to go.
Now I get this
But I
back
love you guys. Thank you. It was a great night.
Guess we can talk about some books. Actually, I should. Oh, yeah, there I am. There. I'll put on a little Jason. There we go. It's almost Halloween. Oh, we didn't do I didn't think about that jack-o'-lantern countdown that Kelsey has on here. I didn't play that at the beginning.
I have not. I don't know how to do that. He'll have to show me.
Today's the 20th, so we're just a little over a month away from Halloween.
And I don't know which thing I'll go as. A sheep or a wolf?
I got this other mask I showed off. This is a dollar. I showed this off last week. This is a Dollar General mask here. Look at this. You turn it on, and in fact, let me turn the lights down here. There we go. Look at that. And then it flashes, and there's a slow flash, and back to solid. Ooh.
That is cool. Oh,
that is creepy in the line. Ooh.
I made a remote control for the light.
Let's see. There we go. So, turn it on. There we go. Alrighty. So let me go ahead and run his Wish Doctor thing on here. The ticker. There we go at the bottom of the screen. The Wish Doctor's wishing machine. On sale at wishdoctor.com.
Bye. I forgot to turn mine off.
Oh. And I'll go ahead and show off Kelsey's book. Well, I'll show a picture of the wishing machine.
Yes.
There's one. I think there's a more recent one down here. Here it is. There we go. The wishing machine. You can make a wish.
We have 3 going out tomorrow.
Oh.
And I know that they possibly could be watching.
Oh.
And if you would like to, I know a lot of people can't afford to buy a wishing machine, but if you would want to donate a couple of dollars, I'll be more than happy to write your intention on a piece of paper, and you shoot me a picture, and I'll place your picture on the manifestation plate.
Ah. There you go.
Help me out.
And then we have his Dr. Kelsey's book, Dating the Dead and Spectrophilia, at datingthedead.com, where you can read some wild stories about people who have married ghosts and had sex with Bigfoot and making out with cars.
The Digging Up the Dead and story is making its way through the because it's about that time of year, I believe.
Yeah. And then, of course, my website, myhauntedolls.com.
With author Kevin Cain.
You can find my books out there. Well, let's see. Let me show the first book, My Haunted Collection, which was the first book about my haunted dolls and paintings and everything. And then the sequel, My Haunted Collection, The Dark Side, that tells about the scarier items, the more terrifying stories. And then I have supernatural novels like this one, some of them based on the actual haunted items that I've collected. And then there is the newest book, which is a collection of original horror stories I wrote, Dark Awakening and Other Tales for a Midnight Hour.
Kevin, we really need to get together and start writing the stories down. These ghosts want to get out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because they're like basically telling us stories and they're coming off your dolls.
Yeah, they are.
So we need to like get in the zone. Get in the zone more often and get that written out, because it may not be the actual doll, but it could be a family member of the dolls that are coming through with them, and maybe the veil is getting thinner.
Yeah. It could be. Ooh.
Okay, guys, I got the.
All right. So I guess we can. I'm going to leave my mask off so I put my glasses on here.
Our old age mask.
I can just. No, I can't wear that over my glasses. I'll crack them.
I already did. I've been trying to get up there to get some, but I've been busy.
Okay. Well, I guess we can tell some. Oh, I meant to tell about anybody watching that doesn't know or hadn't seen on our YouTubes yet that we investigated a haunted cemetery. Was it Saturday night? And it is the Pleasant Valley Cemetery here near, not far from my house. And one of the ladies with the Chelsea Historical Museum saw my picture and shared a story that I didn't know about one of the graves there somewhere when you go in the entrance, that arch of the cemetery over to the left. There's a grave with a rock on it. And the man buried there was killed by that rock. It fell on him at some kind of construction site that had to do with the railroad. And they put that rock on his grave. Why, I don't know. But I didn't know. Did you notice a grave with a rock on it there near the?
I did not.
So that's kind of unusual. I thought it was weird because it made me think, well, that's almost kind of like being buried with your murder weapon on top of you. But I guess I don't know why they did that. But I haven't told you that when we got home Saturday night and I had showered off and was nestled all snug on the sofa in there and the cat sitting next to me, I heard what sounded like somebody's finger tapping on the ceiling. And my cat looks up at it and I look up, and it's not coming from the attic because of that particular area. There's not any attic space to get to. It's what do you call that stuffing in there? That pink, I can't remember.
Insulation.
Yeah, insulation up there and some boards. And to get to that, you got to pull down all these heavy boxes we've got up there. Boxes loaded down with books and things like that. So, but it sounded like it was on right here on this side on the ceiling, like somebody like Spider-Man stuck on the ceiling and tapping on it, you know. But it wasn't scary, like menacing. It was like just a tap to say, "Hey, I'm here," kind of like a code.
Kevin, was there it's a wooden box, maybe with a television in your childhood? You know what I'm talking about? Them old TVs.
Yeah, we had one of those kind of big TVs. It was wooden box with a TV screen in the middle.
What was sitting on top of it to the right?
Oh gosh, there was a clock.
Think real hard.
All I can remember on top of that TV was a clock. There was the VCR with the box, the little box of drawers that had the VHS tapes in it were on top there. The clock is all I remember.
Was there like a runner, a doily type? One of them fancy, maybe something fancy on there.
Not that I remember. I don't remember a doily in our house. My mother knitted some placemats, but I don't remember any doilies.
I'm seeing something possibly running along it. May have been at your grandmother's house. I don't know. I just see see a mother in the picture and a little boy.
Oh, I don't know. We didn't have any pictures on our TV. I know that.
No, this is the picture I'm seeing in my head. I
thought you meant a picture on the TV.
But why aren't you showing me the thing on the right?
I don't remember.
Not you.
I know. But I was just thinking about it aloud to myself. I don't remember.
There's something to the right. not on the TV. Maybe a bookshelf, plant stand, something.
That TV sat in the corner of the room, and there was nothing. It was catty corner to the corner, facing out. It was down in our den,
You were little.
and
You had on green shorts and a red and white striped shirt.
that's going to be too far back for me to remember.
Yeah, you're like 2 or 3.
Oh gosh, I ain't never going to remember that.
I know.
Back then, we didn't have the den was an addition. So back then, the TV would have been in the living room, and it was a smaller TV that had. It wasn't wood around it. It was like a wooden design on the sides, faux wood, I guess you'd call it. Paneling, that's what I was trying to say. It was a smaller TV.
Rabbit ears.
We had, it had antenna, but yeah, I think that was on the inside, but then it was hooked up to a large antenna that was stuck on the side of our house. It was large, tall, with it's like metal branches sticking out. We had one of those antennas.
The reason for the red and white striped shirt and the green shorts was because there was something on the side, like I keep seeing this, like piping maybe on them, and that's the reason she said it matched, and she chuckled about it.
Well, who's the she? Is it?
I don't know. I see a floral top with pink.
Well, there's pink. My grandmother wore pink a lot. She loved pink, and one of them was floral pink. A pipe. What in the world is she talking about?
I don't know. She was a character, wasn't she?
My grandmother, yeah. She was the one that would tell. She was a storyteller. She'd sit and tell stories all about. That first book I wrote was her story she used to tell. I know she's visited me in spirit before.
Message from your girls, Claire and Anna, is to whoever had them before. They're happy. They want they stay at Kevin's because they want to tell the story, and pull that back up, because go back to your spirit box. How many times did it say story?
Oh, I don't know.
Because it kept saying story.
I don't know. There were a lot of voices coming through.
There were a lot of pictures being shot through.
Yeah. So they're still.
They always are there. I don't know why those two are coming through. I guess because I saw them. I don't know. It's weird.
So they're still talking to you over there.
Yeah, and they'll shush in a little while. But she hated cooking. Your grandmother. Okay, tell us a story, Kevin.
Okay, I will tell a story.
You had a hotel story.
I had some of those hotel stories over here that I had pulled up a couple of weeks ago. Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wanted to share this story that I meant to last week, and we sort of took over with our those items I have from the hotel. I'm gonna have to find this story. It had a picture with it. Get this mask out of my hands here, and I could tell that now if I can find it.
Kevin's
Here,
got an American flag back there. Can't tell what's under it.
the Alabama thing is underneath it back there, with the Alabama elephant and the A.
Kevin, Kevin is in Alabama. Did you go to Alabama?
I went to University of University of Alabama at Birmingham, but I
What did I?
had cousins that went to Tuscaloosa, and my family, yeah, they're big Alabama fans.
Most of these people in Alabama say Roll Tide or War Eagle. Some LSU fans, some Florida fans, some Georgia fans. I don't know anything about football. Nothing. Except for, huh? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm about to be. I was going to say, I'm pulling up a picture that goes with this story. It's an actual ghost picture. Now, do you remember? I don't guess they're around anywhere anymore. We used to have them here in the Birmingham area until I guess the early 90s. It was called Godfather's Pizza.
I remember them.
And was an actual haunted Godfather's Pizza. And I'm trying to bring up the picture here. Not chat. I need pictures. There we go. I'm going to bring up the picture here and I'm going to tell the story. This is what they claim. Here we go. Is a picture of a little boy in front of one of the doorways. Or no, it's in front of one of the windows at Godfather's Pizza. You can see he's sort of, before I bring it up, I'll explain. He's sort of kind of to the side like this, but looking at the camera like that. And I'm going to bring it up. There he is. And that's looking at one of the dining room tables. And I think behind him is the window. But let me tell the story about the people who captured this photo. Several unnerving instances of ghost and poltergeist activity were reported by the management, staff, and customers of the Godfather's Pizza restaurant in Ogden, Utah, between 1999 and 2000, prompting an investigation by Utah Paranormal Exploration and Research, or UPER. The phenomena included the sighting of several spirits, including those of a man, a woman, and two boys, a jukebox that played by itself even when unplugged, a tile floor that inexplicably bulged up as high as 10 inches, then leveled itself. A later examination showed nothing out of the ordinary beneath the tile, and the concrete was intact. As many as 40 fluorescent light tubes flew out of their boxes and smashed on the floor. And finally, mysterious whistling was heard from the kitchen several times. UPER's investigation found that the restaurant might have been built upon a very old pauper's field or a cemetery for the poor. It also resulted in this photo we're seeing here, taken by Mary Barentine, who is the general manager of that team in the year 2000. This misty apparition was actually seen with the naked eye for a few seconds as it materialized in the middle of the room. So what is your conclusion? Is this an incredible paranormal photo or an incredible hoax? And I knew nothing about this story. This is me talking. I had no idea about this story until about almost 20 years ago, and I saw this picture in a book I was reading about haunted places and read that story. And that's a pretty neat photo. You can see him, his head's turned looking this way, his hair's parted. You see the collar of his shirt. His shirt looks kind of old fashioned. Does that look like a boy to you too, Catherine?
No, I see a man and a woman.
A man and a woman. Yeah, it looks like there's almost a figure next to him on the other side of him.
Do you see the white right there?
Yeah, I thought that was a shirt collar.
No, that right there is a woman's face. Her hands are like cuffed in one of those cuff things, and she's wearing a cape and a dress.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then to her left, there's a man standing there, and he's like got one arm behind her, and it looks like but I think that's the background blending in. Looks like a wing.
Oh. A wing.
Mm-hmm.
Like a chicken wing or like the wing of an angel?
Like the wing of an angel, but it's black.
It's bizarre. I would be interested to know what is located at this old Godfather's Pizza now, or if it's even still standing. Maybe there's another restaurant there.
Where is it? Which Godfather's was it again?
This was in Ogden, Utah. So it's in the state of Utah. And that store closed in 2000, probably a few months after this photo was taken. So I don't know if there's something else there, or maybe that building is gone now since that was over 20 years ago. That is a weird photo.
And so many people see so many different things out of it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they're wrong and you're wrong.
No.
Or they're right or you're right. Maybe you're seeing something in it that's from another time.
Yep.
And I'm seeing something that's in it from a different time.
Yeah. Yep.
The visions that you're having are that come through. What I'm trying to say is the visions that you're having and that are coming through
Yeah.
could possibly be something, and you're waking up to your spirit.
That is true. I got one of my favorite. One of the. I haven't told this one yet. We have a St. James Hotel here
Mm-hmm.
in Selma. In Selma, which is said to be haunted, and Jesse James stayed there. In fact, there's a bullet hole in one of the walls there. There's also another St. James Hotel out in, where is this, in Arizona? Yeah, I think this was out there in Arizona. But the story of this St. James Hotel, Henry Lambert was such a good cook that Ulysses S. Grant recommended him to become the White House chef during Abraham Lincoln's presidency. After the assassination of Lincoln, Lambert headed west to seek his fortune. Like many men of that era, the lure of a new territory and riches beyond your wildest dreams was quite appealing. He did not strike it rich with a gold claim, but he found success as a cook, and he did so well that he saved enough money to open his own place. In 1872, he opened Lambert's Saloon and Billiard Hall. As business grew, he added sleeping rooms. The renovation was well worth the investment. His property soon became to be known as one of the best hotels west of the Mississippi River. The establishment became a favorite among all sorts of men, from miners to merchants. Eventually, the Frenchman changed his name from Henry to Henry with a Y, and changed the name of his place from Lambert's Saloon and Billiard Hall to the Lambert Inn, which was later named St. James Hotel. Jesse James frequently stayed in room 14 there, signing in under his alias R.H. Howard. Buffalo Bill Cody and Annie Oakley stayed there while getting ready for their Wild West show. According to legend, dozens of Indians accompanied them. Wyatt Earp and his family stayed several nights while en route to Tombstone. Doc Holliday, Black Jack Ketchum, Clay Allison, Bob Ford, Billy the Kid, Bat Masterson, and Kit Carson stayed there. And then Zane Grey, who was a famous Western writer, he wrote Ben-Hur. He wrote Fighting Caravans while staying there. And Lew Wallace wrote Ben-Hur while staying at that hotel. So a lot of historical significance there. So it is still an open hotel today. And the place is so inviting that some guests won't leave, even though they've passed on into the afterlife. The most infamous freeloader is the ghost of Thomas James, or TJ, Wright. According to legend, he was playing cards one night in the second floor game room. The men had been drinking heavily, and it was a high-stakes game. The owner at that time was one of the participants. He felt so confident with his hand that he bet the hotel. But TJ had a better hand. Happy with his success, he called it a night. He proceeded down the hall towards his sleeping room, and just as he was about to enter room 18, he was shot. Remarkably, he kept going across the threshold and into the room. He managed to close the door before he collapsed. Inside the locked room, Thomas James eventually bled to death. Visitors will know right away which room this is, as it has a large padlock on it because management wants to make sure that no employees or guests try to enter. Before the decision was made to close off the room once and for all, guests and staff had been shoved, pushed, knocked down, and suffered other types of violent encounters. It became obvious that TJ wanted to be left alone. While there is no official record of his death, the old registry shows that a TJ Wright stayed 3 nights at the St. James in 1881. And also, the spirit of Henry Lambert's wife, Mary, is believed to linger at the St. James. Even though she died in 1926, some believe she is still here at the hotel looking after guests. She is not seen, but her presence has been felt often by guests, staff, and psychics. Her perfume has been smelled many times by many people. If you sleep in her old bedroom, room 17, you may awaken to hear tapping on the window. Guests who have left the window up to enjoy the night breeze have heard persistent tapping until they finally close the window. According to one investigation, 2 little girls who died of diphtheria, and also a dwarf-sized man named Little Imp, who likes to steal and move objects just to be mischievous, also haunt the property. The thing that makes St. James Hotel one of the most haunted hotels in America is that the paranormal activity is off the charts. Guests and staff have experienced nearly all possible paranormal activity: cold spots, unexplainable electronic malfunctions, moving and falling objects, the smell of perfume and pipe smoke, footsteps, piano music is heard coming from the antique piano that has not been played by humans in many years. Witnesses say that it sounds like an old dance hall, saloon type music. And the chandelier on the second floor landing turns on by itself, though electricians can find no logical reason for this. The spookiest thing is the cowboy spirit. There is a mirrored bar that is original to the saloon. Patrons sometimes see the reflection of a cowboy in this mirrored surface. but when they turn around, no one is there. One night while closing up the bar, the bartender was coming back in from cleaning dishes when he saw what looked like a little boy sitting on the bar facing away from him. When he spoke to the child to ask where his parents were, the boy turned, but it was not a boy. It was the little imp, a dwarf-sized man with a disfigured face. He grinned, leaped off the bar to make like he was running away, but then he vanished. While most activity occurs in the main hotel, some ghostly activity has been reported in its 10-room annex. So basically, there's nowhere safe in this hotel. You might get haunted standing in the parking lot. Man, I wish this place was close by instead of across country. But that is the story of that St. James Hotel. And here at this one, I don't hear a lot of, I've heard it's haunted, but our St. James Hotel in Selma has some ghosts. I think somebody said the ghost of Jesse James has been seen there. And they've heard what sounds like change being dropped on the table, clinking, maybe somebody playing a poker game or whatever. And I can't remember what other activity offhand, but it's mild compared to the St. James in Arizona.
Big difference.
There is no disfigured imp running around ours. That would kind of freak me. I mean, ghosts, in general don't scare me, but one like that, just, creep, really terrifying looking. And it knows it is and it wants to be terrifying looking. That kind of, at least sets you on your nerves in there. So what other story? Did you want to share a story? Or let's see, we got 12 minutes left.
Wow, this night has gone by slow but quick.
Yeah. I mean, the spirit boxes and the rods kind of... See, I can't spin these without moving my hands. So when I'm just holding them still and they start spinning like they did...
I know.
It's amazing.
Two are stronger than...
Yeah. So, should I tell another one?
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep all these stories out.
Yeah.
They've been fighting with me. Mercury's in retrograde or Mars, whatever thing that everybody says. It's just the belt thinner.
Another one of my favorite haunted hotel stories is out in California. Is a place I almost went to when I was staying in. I went out for a week in 2006 to visit Los Angeles. Of course, being the paranormal person I am, first things in my mind are I want to go see these haunted places like the Whaley House. And even though, a lot of these are up and down the coast, they're not all, near LA. But we almost went to this hotel, but my friend and her family who I was staying with out there was like, there's two choices. We can either go to this hotel to visit it, or we can go to Universal Studios. Well, I didn't want to pass up a Hollywood studio tour, so I did not make it out to the Hotel Coronado, which is, it would have been a further drive anyway. I think this is, where is this, San Diego or somewhere? It doesn't say here. But they filmed a lot of movies here. In fact, there was an episode of Baywatch filmed there. So they filmed a lot of stuff there. I'm trying to see what city. Here it is. Well, Coronado, California, which is 2.5 hours from Los Angeles. So the big main story, and even that episode of Baywatch kind of focused on this. It was a Halloween special back in the 90s. Is of the lady spirit that haunts the halls there. According to legend, at the Hotel Coronado, or actually I think the full name is Hotel del Coronado, but here in this story they call it the Hotel Coronado. According to legend, a lovely young woman checked into the hotel on November 24th, 1892. She gave her name as Lottie Bernard. She was alone and had no luggage. She told staff that her brother would soon be joining her. He had stayed behind at the train station to collect their luggage. The brother never arrived. After 3 days, Miss Bernard ventured into town, where she reportedly bought a small pistol. The next morning, she was found dead on the steps that led down from the hotel to the beach. She had been shot in the head, presumably a suicide. The mystery grew as more details came out. It was discovered that her name was not Lottie Bernard, but actually Kate Morgan. It was also discovered that she was pregnant and that she was consuming quinine, something like that, Quinine. It seems that she was trying to get rid of the baby. Authorities learned that she had a husband and that the couple were scam artists who posed as brother and sister. One theory is that when her attempts to end the pregnancy had been unsuccessful, she decided to kill herself. Regardless of the true story, strange things have occurred at the Hotel del Coronado ever since her death that has been attributed to the ghost of Kate Morgan. Footsteps have been heard when no one is present, and the curtains in the room blow even when the window is closed and there is no air circulating inside the room. Sudden temperature changes inside the room have been recorded. The television and lights turn on and off on their own, but the most obvious ghostly activity is the sightings. A young woman in a long black dress has been seen on occasion. Some researchers tried to debunk this paranormal activity in 2007. A medium swears she spoke with this spirit, who has lingered all these years waiting for someone to discover the truth about her identity, which is Charlotte Barnard from Detroit. But none of this can be positively verified, so the mystery lingers, as well as the ghost sightings at the Hotel del Coronado. And that reminds me, there was a Marilyn Monroe movie made there, Some Like It Hot. There were scenes shot there, and while they were shooting, some of those technicians reported having problems with equipment and things disappearing on them. And I want to say one of them, I don't think it was Marilyn herself, but one of the people in the production said they saw a very misty looking woman standing up on one of the balconies of the hotel, and then she just suddenly quickly vanished. So a lot of movies have been filmed there and TV shows. All right. I think we might have, so we got 6 minutes left. I could share one more quick one here.
Go for it.
Well, here's the one that I stayed at, the Marshall House in Savannah. The Marshall House in Savannah, Georgia. The hotel is the oldest hotel in Savannah, dating back to 1851. It was built by Gabriel Lever, who bought a lot of land and properties throughout Savannah after realizing its economic potential. When he died, his daughter Mary Marshall inherited all these properties. The hotel's signature iron veranda was added in 1857, and it's still there. A major renovation was done 2 years later. Business was booming until the Civil War, when the hotel was commandeered by General Sherman. He converted it into a Union hospital, which is a basis for a lot of the ghost stories there. By the turn of the century, the hotel had running hot water on every floor and electric lights, and it had also changed ownership several times and sat vacant for a few years, but it also saw some major renovations, and 1940s, 1990s, and 2008. As for the hauntings, and it is still open hotel, and I stayed there in 2019, right before the pandemic. Guests have reported being awakened during the night by rattling doorknobs, but no one is there when they open the door to see who is trying to get into their room. Loud crashes have been heard coming from the fourth floor in the early morning hours, but nothing and no one is ever found when it's investigated. Guests have heard water running in the bathroom. When they go in the bathroom to check it out, they find the faucet has been turned on in the bathtub. Some guests swear their wrists have been grabbed or touched during the night, but no one is there when they open their eyes. Many wonder if this isn't the spirit of one of the nurses who is still checking for a patient's pulse. The spirits of male soldiers have been seen by employees and workmen in the basement. The apparitions are carrying stretchers with mutilated bodies on them. A ghostly figure has been seen near the main floor restrooms, hallways, and entry on many occasions, and a one-armed Union soldier has been seen walking through the lobby carrying his amputated arm. These sightings and strange happenings make sense given its history as a Civil War hospital. During the winter of 1864, it was too cold and the ground was too hard to dig graves, so resourceful doctors buried body parts under the floorboards. Many soldiers suffered injuries that resulted in amputations. Surgeries usually took place in the basement and were often nothing more than sawing off arms and legs. The remains of these body parts have been discovered during the renovations, and they told about that when I was there at the hotel. It was also used as a hospital during two yellow fever epidemics that wiped out much of Savannah's population, including many children. This could explain the sounds of children running and playing in the hallways when no children are even staying at the hotel. So, one YouTuber, Brittany Crabb, actually caught video while she was staying at the Marshall House. You don't see anything in the hallway, but you hear a ball bouncing like a child's ball. You just don't see it. It's disembodied noise. What's funny, very weird coincidences. When I stayed there, this was on the fourth floor, the top floor. I actually stayed in the room right next to where Brittany stayed, and she was only there a few months before me. And that room of hers, she had claimed on her video it was the most haunted or had the most activity in the hotel as far as guest rooms. And I'm laying there at night, and I hear what sounds like the radio turn on. You know, on the other side of my wall would be the bed of that hotel room in there. And I'm sure there's a clock radio like what I had. Well, I heard it turn on in the room in there and music start playing. And it did that for a while, and then it shut back off. And when I checked on that later, there was nobody staying in that room. It was empty. So, and also another report on the second floor. People have reported feeling the fingers of children tickling their feet and waking them up in the middle of the night. So Marshall House has a lot of activity too. So stay there. You might even see a ghost cat. I had one rub against my leg in my room the first night I was there.
The radio thing, Kevin, triggered a incident that happened with me at my grandmother's house after my grandfather had passed away. He had one of those old Tommy radios that had the tubes in it, and it was a wooden cabinet, and it was old Tommy for then, back in the 90s. And right after my grandfather passed away, my cousin and I were having a discussion, a debate, and all of a sudden that radio turned on.
Oh.
It turned up full blast. And we all looked at each other and we quit having our debate. It's just like a big turned on music, blaring, turned off.
Yes.
Kind of like that zipper, It was obvious that it was music, but I remember all three of us just kind of looked at each other. We kind of went back to the living room. But that was a very interesting day. See, sometimes I get my memories,
Yeah.
and I may have, because your visions that come through are like how your memories come through, kind of how you picture it in your head,
Yeah.
but they're not your memories.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But they're somebody else's memories.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm trying to explain it, because people always ask, well, how do you do it? And sometimes I can hear them, but it's got to be a certain atmosphere for me to hear them very well. I have to decipher what they're saying through the pictures sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it is 9:00 now, 9:01. So we are at the end of our show.
Oh yeah,
It has been a fun show tonight. We
very
had, and I want to thank whoever's tuned in for watching, and I want to do a special thank you to all the spirits who came. And
It's overwhelming. I'm exhausted. I did doze off a couple of times. I'm sorry.
well, that's fine.
It, I try to only let them out when they're just exploding.
Yeah.
You know how it is, Kevin.
Yeah.
You know how it is. But yeah, it was a good show. We talked to a lot of spirits. Anna and Claire. I'm sorry, Anna. I got your name as Ann instead of Anna. But they were picked on because of those names.
Yeah.
But anyway, we appreciate you ladies
Yes.
and young ladies, because I pretty much got a lot of their life and actually got to speak it out my mouth. And
Yeah.
it went through the dowsing rods. It went through what's that thing called?
Cat ball and spirit box, the ghost tube.
Yes, the spirit box. It went through that, and you piece it together and trying to make sense to them, and they will confirm that it's making sense to them in some point, some way or another, through one of these mediums we're using.
Yep. Well, next week, unless we get the Bigfoot people on, I guess we can try the Jack in the Box.
Oh, I forgot about the Jack in the Box. Yes.
We can try the session with that next week.
And how about this? You have the Jack in the Box, and I'll bring my clown.
Oh, okay.
Does that sound like a winner?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
And y'all, this costume is hot. But y'all have a wonderful night.
Yes. Good night, everybody. Peace out, and we'll see you next week.
And bye, bugs.
Yes, bye, bye.